Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a different type of video. It's going to be more of an instructional video. So we had bench today, a lot of chest and triceps. Obviously, that's going to be in bench, right? Anyways, so I already did 2 sets leading up into this recorded one. And this first one was 135 pounds, and we're warming up. So we're doing 1 to 3 reps. Basically, I'm just getting 3 each set, though. And we felt really good. We've been fighting a sickness of phlegm and congestion and inflammation and all this crap, and it sucks. I've been coughing my lungs up. My physique has definitely taken a toll. My strength has gone down in some areas and gone up in some areas, so it's been kind of all over the place. But yeah, I don't know how many sets in total we did. I think it was 12, but it could have been less or more on that. I recorded every set after that first one you just saw. So this is set 2, I guess, and 185 pounds, 3 reps again. And I like to keep my elbows tucked on the bench because I don't want to have a rotator cuff issue and press out with my front delt, my front shoulder. So going wide and doing all that doesn't suit me. I don't think it's a good idea, and I don't want to get injured. I've never been injured in the gym, and I don't plan on being injured in the gym. That's how you lose gains, decrease muscle size, and all that stuff, so I'm not trying to do that. And I like to control my bench as well. I don't just throw some weight around just to throw weight. I'm not an ego lifter, but I am focusing a little bit more on power lifting lately, so that's bench, squat, and deadlift. So we end up going for 3 reps here as well, 205, still working up to a top set, and then we'll just get at a weight that we can do a comfortable 1 to 3, 1 to 5, somewhere around there. My goal going in today was to just do 6 sets of 3 reps at my working weight. Now this is set 4 at 215, and I get a spot by Kabir. And Kabir is a really awesome guy. He knows a lot about bench and deadlift and squats, and he's a good gym bro, basically. And he knows how to spot me, and I did 3 here. I don't know if I told him I was doing 3 before because he was a little surprised by it. And, so getting a spot helps a lot on the lift-off because then you're not expending that energy on the lift-off part. And I was laughing here because he was trying to get in through the side rack, and I could have just let him go underneath the bar, but I was there. Now, this is 225, and we get 5 here. We were going for 5, so that was a good feeling to get that. Notice my elbows, guys. It's very, very crucial that I drive those elbows straight down, keep the elbows tucked, and I'm keeping that weight in my triceps. Barely any chest. I mean, it is getting activated, but it's mainly a tricep and chest press. I'm not using that front delt. I don't want my shoulders to get involved. I don't want them to tear, lead to injury down the road. So by the end of these workouts, I am dead in my triceps. They are absolutely obliterated, and I haven't even done any triceps. It's just the way I do my chest workouts. So this will be set 6, and this is 245, and we're going for 3 reps, and I'm waiting for Kabir, but I'm also locking in mentally and physically because if you're doing one of these days where you just go for sets and you're working on heavy weight, you got to lock in and make sure you're getting the reps that you want and not really just sacrificing form for an ego lift. And here we are going for 3, and we end up getting 3. So this is 245, and it felt good. It felt really good. The way he gives the bar to me as well, he knows my body. He knows my shoulder, my left shoulder in particular. It has a popping that it does if I do something wrong with it. So with pull-ups or bench or whatever, it does flare up. It's not like a painful pop, but it is a grinding pop, if that makes sense. So we go into set 7. So we're at 255 now. This was the heaviest I went on my bench day. And we get 3, and we were going for 3 too. So another great lift and felt really good. obviously, I mean, 255 is the most I've ever benched. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't bench at all in my journey of bodybuilding and working out. I never benched. I always used hammer strength equipment for chest day or like a cable fly. I never did bench because I was always worried about tearing the rotator cuff, because if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I would be rich by now. So, yeah, we avoided it forever, and now we're just kind of doing it. So, now we drop it down to 235, and I wanted to start doing reps with 235 as my working weight, but Kabir was training at the same time, so I'm not just going to have him spot me the whole time, and I didn't want to wait for him here. So I get a spot from a random guy that doesn't know me that well, and his lift off, it was okay, but at the same time it was uneven, and he didn't give me the bar like smoothly like Kabir, because Kabir knows me. So this is the issue of getting like a spot from somebody that doesn't really spot you that often. And we get 5, but it was not a good 5. My left shoulder was grinding every single time it pushed up, and I didn't like it. It didn't feel good. And I think that came into play on this next set for 235, same weight, set 9. We get 4, but we didn't get 5 like we were wanting. And also, I pull the bar just right about now. You can see I pull it, right? I move it, I shift it, and that throws the whole lift off. I tell him to grab the bar immediately because it doesn't feel right, and I'm not even. So I'm off on the bench, and I'm off on the bar. So that already taxed me a little bit, that energy expenditure. So I don't end up getting my 5 because of that too, I think. And yeah, it was just not a grindy set because my shoulder wasn't killing me at this point, but it just felt really tough. And it was because I didn't get that first lift right, I didn't get that lift off right. It wasn't positioned right. And yeah, it kind of sucked. So then the next set 10, 235 again, and we were going for 5, but we only got 3.5. And after that, I just called it. I'm like, I'm taxed. My triceps are blown out. I can't do this bench anymore. It's just not feeling good. And right here, I even backed off a little bit because I'm like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I can do it. And yeah, I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't get the 5 I wanted. So yeah, that sucked. And after this, I moved on to incline. Still kept the form good, but it was just, you can tell, he's already helping a little bit. He has his hands on the bar. It's just not where I want it to be. And the strength wasn't there. So, yep. You have some good days. You have some bad days. It was a good day until it wasn't. And that's what happened. So, after that, move over to incline. Now, for incline, we started off with 155, and we were going for 4 reps. And we got 4 reps here, so mission accomplished. I didn't ask for a spot. I felt like I could just pull it off the rack and put it back on the rack pretty easily. So focus on keeping those elbows in, trying to get that bar all the way down, touch the chest, coming back up, and then repeating. And so felt good. And we rest for about 3-5 minutes. And then set 2, we only went up 10 pounds, 165 now. And this was also for 4 reps. And I have the wrist wraps on. I had them for the bench as well because I do have a little bit of a wrist issue when I start to push heavy weight. Gonna need that joint support there. So we get 4 here. And we were going for 4 as well. So another good lift. Didn't get as low as I wanted, and I'm glad I'm watching these back because I want to make sure that I'm having good form. And yeah, I noticed on that second rep I didn't get as low, but oh well. We'll get it next time. Set 3 here, 165 for 5 reps. Still no lift off. I don't think I asked for a spot because I didn't want to go into the other room and ask for it. And I felt pretty confident doing it by myself. So we were pushing it out, felt okay. It was definitely heavy and tough. Also getting the right groove. So that means like where the bar is going down and up in that same angle was challenging. But you can tell on those last three, the groove was even. It felt smooth. Yes, I'm like slow on getting it up, but at the same time, I'm getting it up. You know, it's going down and it's coming up. I'm pushing the weight. I'm going almost to failure, basically to failure. So we sticked at 165 for the next set 4. We got 5. And then we were going to do that. The goal was to do at least another 4. And we end up doing 5 sets here for the incline bench. And this last one, yeah. So I didn't ask for that spot. So the guy that spotted me before is right there. His name's Javi. And I just didn't ask him for another spot, even though I probably should have here. And you're gonna see why. You're gonna see why. So I jump into it, push it off. You know, getting the lift off is the hardest part for me because you already spend so much energy on it. Get 2, not as low. 3. That first one I missed the groove. 4. And then this 5th one I fail. I can't lock it out, and I barely get it back. I turn my head, and I barely get that bar back onto the rack. And, yeah, so that was tough. I was done after that one. Here we are doing skull crushers at 95 pounds. And normally I can rep these pretty good, 12 to 15. But the way I'm doing it is the way Kabir has been doing it. And that's where you're focusing on the grainy part of the tricep. Now that's going to be a tendon and a ligament. And they're basically right next to my elbow. You can see that little tiny ball. It's kind of poking out when I'm coming up. That's where I'm trying to hit. It's the little tiny grainy part of this tricep. That's going to help me with my bench. It's going to help me prevent injury on my bench. And I'm going to keep building it up on these. So normally I do elbows a little bit more tucked. Hands go way over the head, literally almost to the bench. Actually, they basically do touch the bench. But here I'm stopping right at my forehead and I'm coming back up. That first set, we got 8 reps, and it was a struggle. And the second set, we got 7 reps. And I did another set after that, but I didn't record it. I thought it was kind of a bad set, and I didn't want to record anymore. I was kind of over it. So, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. If you like this video and you like these types of videos, let me know. I'll do more of them. I'll see you in the next one.